Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, District Spotlight this week. Always looking forward to those District Spotlights. We do have a nice presentation for a valedictorian, our salutatorian. I'd like to call up the man responsible in part for this is Carl Babone, our building principal, and Meredith Smith, our assistant principal. Come on up, Meredith, to the podium with your principal. And yeah, bring them up.
May I say a few words?
Absolutely. We're going to have you do. I'm actually going to bring the plaques up for you because you guys should be handing out the plaques.
As an aside, I have a diehard Boston fan that's just staring at me here. All right, good evening, Superintendent Ms. Wiles, Board of Education President Mr. Matrician, Deputy Superintendent Mrs. White, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Prokosh, and distinguished trustees of the Board of Education. Thank you all for this opportunity to be here this evening. I'm extremely proud of the individuals that I'm looking at here, and it's my pleasure to recognize two exceptional members of our senior class. One, our salutatorian Scott Ramos and our valedictorian Joshua Laverdure for their outstanding academic achievements and the character they have demonstrated throughout their high school journey. First, I'd like to acknowledge our salutatorian Scott Ramos. Scott's attributes, he attributes his success to perseverance, dedication, and commitment to doing his best each day. He shared a meaningful example of resilience when he initially struggled to pass his lifeguard certification. Rather than giving up, Scott trained, tried again, and succeeded, an experience that reflects his determination and growth mindset. Over the years, Scott has grown not only academically, but personally, becoming more confident and social. He values honesty and has demonstrated that through both his words and actions. Scott has contributed to his community by volunteering with youth soccer, supporting a Thanksgiving food pantry, and working as a lifeguard. Scott plans to attend Providence College, where he looks forward to the exciting transition to college life. And I don't know how parents feel when their boy leaves the nest, right? But he's looking forward to that transition. His message to his classmates is simple but powerful. Stay dedicated, work hard, and make the most of your opportunities. Scott, we are proud of the perseverance and integrity you bring to everything you do. Our salutatorian, Scott Ramos. And you can see, go to the board, to each member. But let's go from the inner side, yes.
Mr. President, is there a camera in the building somewhere?
Camera?
Yeah, can we take a photo with these two young men?
Yeah, you could use
What?
somebody's iPhone.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Right. Again, Scott Ramos, our salutatorian. Now it's my distinct honor to recognize our valedictorian, Joshua Laverdure. Joshua credits his success to a willingness to learn and a strong personal determination to achieve at a high level. He spoke candidly about the challenge he faced when coursework became more demanding and how he developed stronger study habits through persistence and practice, demonstrating that growth often comes from stepping outside of one's comfort zone. He made that clear to me. Josh has matured into a thoughtful and reflective individual who values growth, relationships, and living in the moment. And he made that clear as well. He's a young man that seizes the opportunity, right? Very important for him. He has made meaningful contributions to our school community, including developing an interactive classroom management economy app for a teacher's classroom, an impressive example of initiative and innovation. He did that on his own time, and he put, I think, more than 100 hours easily. Am I correct in saying that? Right? Joshua expressed deep gratitude for his family, friends, and teachers, especially those who went above and beyond to support him. He credits their guidance and encouragement as instrumental in his success, including his acceptance to Harvard University, where he plans to study biological sciences on a pre-med track. Josh has also been named a commended student in the 2026 National Merit Scholarship Program, placing him among the top 50,000 students nationwide. An outstanding accomplishment that reflects his dedication and academic excellence. To Joshua, being valedictorian represents not only academic success, but a personal standard of professionalism, rigor, and a continuous self-improvement. His message to the underclassmen is a reminder to appreciate the high school experience, make the most of these years, and strive to do their best. Scott and Joshua, you represent the very best of our school community. Your hard work, resilience, character have set a strong example for your peers. We are incredibly proud of you both and excited to see all that you will accomplish in the future. Please join me in congratulating our valedictorian, Joshua Lavador.
Can we have the parents rise, because
Yes.
they certainly,
At this time, yes. This moment, can we have our valedictorian, salutatorian, please come to the front for a quick photo op? Here, take the picture. Stand right there. You gotta get him in. You go in there. I'll get my. Seize the moment. All right. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Well, you are all welcome to stay and see this exciting meeting. I am sure that you have things that you want to do back at home, especially the valedictorian and salutatorian, as they prepare for the end of the year. So thank you for coming very much. We recognize a lot of things in our district spotlight, but we have to recognize the volunteers that make this thing happen, and our TV crew, and you guys take a camera picture of each one of you so the audience can see you guys, and we thank you for your time and when you come down here. So get a look at each other over there and let the TV world see you. Thank you guys for what you do. We appreciate it. We'll move on to the acceptance of the... I think they might. Willie, could you get in there, please? Move on to acceptance of the minutes of the April 7th, 2026 meeting.
So moved.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion. All those in favor?
problem.
Opposed? No one? Motion carries. Move on to public forum for this evening. No one? Okay. We will then move on to presentations, and we have our Whitson's crew with us. Always great to have them with us, Deborah Fisher and Dawn Pearson, and I'm sorry, your name? Say that again? I thought I was hearing things there. Josh Hodge is here with us today too. So if you want to come up to the podium and tell us a little bit what you got there. I see you brought some food with you. It looks healthy. It's carrots, right? John was hoping for ice cream. Krispy Kremes.
This should be good right here. Hi, everyone. My name is Debbie Fisher. I'm the Food Service Director here at Ellenville. And today I'm here to talk to you guys about something that we're very passionate about, and that's the Farm to School program. The Farm to School program connects our cafeterias with local farms to provide students with fresh, locally sourced foods. And we work with Rondout Valley Growers and Cornell Cooperative Extension. They're local partners who help us source food from local farms. There are many benefits to the Farm to School program, including how it supports improved student nutrition and academic performance. It encourages students to explore and adopt healthier eating habits by trying new foods that they may have never been exposed to before. It strengthens local agriculture and community partnerships, and it promotes education about food systems, agriculture, and nutrition. Whitson's is dedicated to supporting student wellness through balanced, nutritious meals. We are proud to partner with your school community to bring the benefits of Farm to School to your students. Recently, we did a presentation for the pre-K students. They took part in a hands-on farm-to-table lesson where they prepared a carrot salad using locally grown carrots, which I brought some for you guys to try today. During the presentation, the students explored what a carrot seed looks like. They got to touch it and see what it looks like. We learned about what seeds need to grow, and we also helped them to gain an understanding of the farmer's role in the food production. Students helped me pour the ingredients, and everyone took a turn stirring, creating an engaging and collaborative experience. And after tasting the salad, the students shared their feedback by discussing what they liked or disliked, building early communication and critical thinking skills. The students were excited to try something new, healthy, and locally sourced, and they had a fun, memorable learning experience. So you could try the carrot salad. I didn't bring the board, so you could put your sticker if you like or dislike it, but feel free to give feedback. Turn it over to Josh.
Yeah, so at Whitston, some of our local initiatives, the Green Leaf Cuisine, we'd like to feature this anytime we're featuring something local. So you'll see this out upcoming Friday. We have locally sourced pizza dough, locally sourced cheese from Schenectady, New York, and then locally sourced
And the sauce from
pizza
Casa
sauce
Vesco, yep.
from Casa Vesco. So that'll be on the menu. These are some of the past things we have done. The roasted beet salad. In the up top, the cabbage, which I think everybody loved the cabbage, right? No? And then that's just a New York tray in the center there. Some roasted sweet potatoes. And then in the top right is what's the top right?
Oh, that is the cinnamon roasted sweet potatoes with apples.
So that's all together. So every month, if you look on our menus, we do a harvest of the month. So we like to feature a produce of the month, whether it be squash, asparagus,
Spinach is this month.
spinach this month, kale. So something that we can feature, and we try to source it locally when possible through Roundout Valley Growers and through Cornell Cooperative Extension. That way we support local and also allow students to taste something that's grown kind of in their backyard. And again, we thank you for the partnership we've had here at Ellenville. If anybody has any questions, quick?
I do,
I will
Mr.
tell you that I'm not a big carrot guy, but these were pretty good. But the ultimate taste test, I mean, adults will eat it, but if the two young ladies over there, if they like it, then you know you got the vote. What do you think, guys? All right.
Just put them on the spot.
So I think, as a father, I have two little ones at home, and it's hard to get me to get them to try something, but it seems that in school cafeterias, kids will come up, they get curious, they see a table, they see real food, and they'll try it. And our goal is to try to get them just to take one bite, whether they like it or not. If we can expose them to something new, it's a win for us, right? And a lot of them will go home and say, hey, how did you make that carrot salad? And people get talking about it. So whenever we can talk about food, yep,
She has a question.
sure.
Do you have any plans regarding school breakfast? I've noticed that at least in Ellenville High School, we don't really have any healthy breakfast options, and most of the breakfasts that we have are not nutritious, under 300 calories and full of sugar and carbs, which I don't find to be healthy. So I think that's something that this program would benefit for, is that kind of breakfast.
We have added potatoes. We are serving potatoes almost every single day. And we do offer fresh fruits. We have smoothies that we make with fruit and yogurt. We have breakfast parfaits as well. So we do have some healthy options that we do serve.
Do you put a survey out to like the high school students, asking like what they would like to see? I think it's a great question that she had.
Actually, we have a survey that's running right now. I have signs up. There's a URL that you can go on and just take a survey. Any suggestions that you have, I think, right, Josh? Or
Yeah.
Yep.
We
You can
also
offer
do
your
toast.
feedback there.
Awesome.
We do toast, toast if they
Yeah.
want.
And I mean, again, anytime we can get feedback from the students, right? They have to eat with us every day.
Yeah.
So we want to serve. I don't want to put stuff on a menu that's not gonna sell and kids don't like. We could look at, this carrot salad and we could all think it's great, but if it doesn't sell on our menus, we don't necessarily want to put it on. We want to put on healthy options, but stuff kids are going to eat.
Willie?
In that case, I am the school had some like potato soup that I really like.
Yeah, that was one of the farm-to-school
Right.
Okay.
meals that we did. We did potato soup, and actually had a lot of people ask me for the recipe for that. That was a favorite. I made that again a couple of weeks ago, actually. Went over very well.
Mrs. Fisher, Mrs. Pearson, you all do a wonderful job down there.
Thank
with
you
the
very much.
program.
We appreciate that.
Absolutely, thank you.
We've
Thank
really been trying hard to
Yeah.
offer new items and
Yeah,
come up with
absolutely.
new recipes, and yeah.
Great, this is delicious,
Thank you.
It is.
and thank you
actually.
for bringing it.
John?
Josh, what is your function?
So I'm the district manager for Winston Culinary Group.
Okay.
So I oversee Deb, all the general managers in my district,
Great, and
several locations.
the options that we're describing here, they all fit within the price structure, right, of the free and reduced?
Oh, yes, it's all free. Yes. They're able to try it or take it as a meal. Most everyone just tries a little bit of it.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You're welcome, John.
Thank you. Most of us that are older, more experienced, remember cafeteria food where everything either came in a white label can or a white box of cheese or whatever it is, and it wasn't very good. And we went through a period where it seemed like first ladies would get involved in doing that, and that didn't go well. It's kind of along the lines of what Willie asked. How is the government dealing with not giving us stuff, but giving you the opportunity to go out and do farm to table and that kind of stuff? Is that a supportive thing? I mean, we set budgets and stuff, but I'm not sure how that works.
Well,
Because having been here for a couple of times and eaten your food, it's nothing like I remember in a high school cafeteria.
Thank you.
Thank you. yeah.
We are given a certain amount of, I set aside a certain amount of budget from government to get fresh fruits and vegetables. So all year long, we get the fresh fruits and vegetables, and wherever we can scratch cook or do something homemade, then we're all
Always.
about it.
Yeah,
And I have a great team to help me with that,
yeah,
so.
yeah, we definitely.
Thank you.
Danny?
Do you have the leeway to kind of go out locally yourselves to see if there's any other providers that may have something, off the shelf. Like I found a place down 209, New Beginnings Farmstead, I think it is, and I had some of the best maple syrup I've had in quite some time. But I don't know if you had the leeway to do something like that, or do you have to go through the Growers Association or the
yeah.
Cornell?
So we use Cornell, and we use the Roundout Valley Growers Association, one for distribution. A lot of these small places don't want to distribute to multiple locations. And two, just making sure that it's a reputable product, so that we're not just going down to every local farm stand. So it all comes through like a hub.
They
And
point
there's-
us in the right direction and show us, the farms, with items that we're specifically looking for and reputable farms that we can, do business with.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? If not, thank you for coming out tonight, and thank you for the carrot salad.
You're welcome.
for having
Thanks for
us.
having
I'll
us.
take this home and eat it very carefully.
Thank you very much.
Bye, ladies. You too.
Move on to reports and correspondence. Just like to get some committee updates. John, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're going to be meeting next month in the Hall of Fame Committee, and we've got a couple of inductees we've decided on already, and we'll finalize that in May and then get the word out in June to the inductees. And I'm not sure of the date yet. It's usually the second week in October, so I'll let you know as soon as I'm sure it's already on the calendar, as soon as we finalize that and who's inducted, and get back to you with that one. Additionally, as I mentioned before, I'm heading out west tonight for a Rural Schools Association meeting, a Board of Directors meeting, and also a conference with the state school superintendents on Thursday. So I'm looking very much forward to that, and I will be nice to all the administrators that I run into.
Thank you for that. Lisa or Jody on the arts? Anyone?
Nothing new there.
Thank you. All right, any other board members? No, move on to our trustee student representative, Jack Henry.
Good evening, everyone. For happenings and events, this past Friday, instrumental and vocal students from grades 5 through 12 participated in the New York State School Music Association Solo Festival at Kingston High School. These students prepared solos to perform for NISBA certified judges to receive a score and feedback. Congratulations to all the musicians that represented Ellenville. The Junior Senior High School Student Council will be cooperating once again with the Ellenville Police Department in the Village Cleanup. This will be taking place May 2nd, beginning at 11 o'clock at Liberty Square. The Junior Senior High School will host their annual Career Fair event. This will take place for all students in grades 7 through 12 and will be throughout the school day on May 8th in the high school gymnasium. The National Honor Society will be sponsoring a co-ed volleyball tournament on May 7th. As part of the National Honor Society's commitment to service, Ellenville's chapter must sponsor one community event per semester, with this being the event for the spring. It will take place in the high school gymnasium as well. Tomorrow morning, grades 7 through 8 students will take the New York State math assessment. When I spoke to the department chair, Mrs. Judson, she told me in-class reviews and discussions reveal that students are ready to give it their best. Seniors also created a sports-esque video with Mrs. Galloway to wish the students luck, and they will have a cheer line tomorrow morning as the testers walk in the building. 3 Spanish Honor Society students, Robert Asa, Isaac Calderon, and President, we just had him, Scott Ramos, applied for and were selected for the Puerto Rican Hispanic Youth Leadership Institute, along with other students from across New York State. From the months October through March, these 3 students represented Ellenville at Pri-Lag conferences that focused on leadership skills, developing public speaking skills, and civic engagement. We congratulate these 3 students for their achievements, and especially Isaac Calderon, who was selected to participate in the mock assembly at the State Capitol Legislature Assembly in Albany this past weekend. On April 9th, Vice President Elna Pagan and I had the honor of joining Superintendent Wiles and Jody Little at the Ulster County School Boards Association dinner and meeting at the Ulster BOCES facility at iPark 87 in Kingston. This meeting highlighted students at Ulster BOCES, including 2 of them here at Ellenville. Isaiah Baker, who is a junior, goes to BOCES for the culinary program. He has always had interest in cooking and likes Ulster BOCES for the creativity and openness it gives for students like him. Also, Nyshawn Abney, a junior, goes to Ulster BOCES for cybersecurity. He always has shown interest in computer technology and likes BOCES because it creates pathways for students like him when they begin in the workforce. As we congratulated Josh and Scott for their academic achievements, I would also like to go through the remainder of the top 10 of the class of 2026, and they are as follows. So it's Josh is going to Harvard University for a pre-med track. Scott Ramos is going to Providence University. In third was Lila Demon, who's going to SUNY Geneseo for political science on a pre-law track. Braylon Peavy went fourth, who's going to SUNY New Paltz for digital media production. Jonathan Conacher was fifth, who's going to University at Albany for Homeland Security. Cheyenne Diaz, who was sixth, is going to Messiah University for a Bachelor of Nursing Science. Alyssa Sheikh, who was seventh, will be going to SUNY Binghamton for computer science. Madison Novel, who was eighth, will be going to SUNY Ulster for psychology. In ninth, I will be going to SUNY New Paltz for adolescent education. And in 10th, we have Robert McDowell III, who's going to the Rochester Institute of Technology for mechanical engineering and robotics. So congratulations to the class of 2026, top 10. For athletics, both modified baseball and softball were playing Highland today. The varsity baseball and softball games will be at home tomorrow versus Highland and are both in Spack and Kill on Thursday. All of these games will be beginning at 4:15. The boys tennis team had a match against Hyde Park yesterday and came out with the win. The varsity track and field teams had 2 meets at Rondout last week. Individual highlights came from Luciana Fernandez, Austin Sahlstrom, Christian Zielinski, Hector Lopez, and the boys 4x800 meter relay team of Jonah Althouse, Xavier Brown, Landon Cruz, and Evan Levine racing a relay time of 8 minutes and 49 seconds, which gave them a berth in the state qualifiers meet later in the season. And finally, for fundraisers, the class of 2026 is selling discount cards, and their pickup for Little Caesars will be this Thursday, the 23rd, and Spanish Honor Society is selling Gertrude Hawk chocolate bars.
Thank you for that informative report. And if you don't find that adolescent education is your forte, I have a feeling that you're going to give Pedro Rivera a run for his money on the TV channels. I think you'll be well versed at that. Superintendent Lisa Wiles?
Just a few things tonight. The New York State ELA testing down in the grades 3 through 6 is starting tomorrow. So I know we talked about math in junior high, and ELA will be down in the elementary school. I really do want to commend Jack and Elna for taking the time out to come to the Ulster County BOCES dinner. It was in a new facility this year. iPark is beautiful. If anybody's interested in doing a tour of iPark, we can arrange that for the board. I think it's well worth the time. One of our students was in the culinary program, and I think that our students got treated very well with the sliced steak that they had. I saw that, so it was great. And Nyshawn also had the opportunity to speak on behalf of BOCES in front of the whole audience there, which was really nice to see one of our students do that. In the packet, I did include the Ulster County BOCES end-of-year activities. It includes the graduations and the recognitions. Take a look at it. There's sometimes a conflict with some of the events here, but if I just wanted to get that to you as soon as we could so that you had it to plan. And finally, tonight we'll adopt the budget that'll be presented to the voters on Tuesday, May 19th. The budget vote will happen here in the junior senior high media center from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And there will be information coming out in the next couple of days. It'll be up on the website with a full summary of the budget and everything you need to know regarding the May 19th date.
Thank you. Move on to School Business Administrator Sue Schwal.
I just wanted to give an update on the capital projects. So for the new PA system that was put in, it is fully operational throughout the campus. The old system has been removed from the elementary school, and the old PA system in the junior, senior high school should be removed within the next few weeks. The lockdown alarms have been tested without students in the building. It was tested today to show the staff what it looks like, and a safety drill is going to take place in the near future with both students and staff. Work began over spring break on the new weight room, and work on the new turf field has begun. A construction fence has been placed around the entire field. The bleachers, track, and fence have been removed, and as work continues, and just as an FYI, on Monday, April 27th, due to safety precautions, the field behind the school will be off limits between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. as contractors are removing the light poles from the field. That's it.
Thank you. Move on to Deputy Superintendent Kelly White.
Good evening. We've put out a lot of different modes of communication regarding the reinstatement of the Larkin Scholarship for the class of 2026, and wanted to reiterate that we will be awarding 4 scholarships valued at $3,500 a year, renewable for up to the 3 additional years of college, and we encourage all college-bound seniors to apply for that. The application window remains open through this Friday, April 24th, and the completed application is to be submitted to the district clerk, Ms. Hempt. These applications were emailed to all students in the class of 2026. Additionally, in my board report, I linked the Google form for any board members interested in participating in the annual spring cleanup. The focus for student council will be the campus and the surrounding neighborhood. So if you are interested in participating, please enter your information into the Google form so we can ensure that we have enough materials like gloves and garbage bags and safety vests available to all participants. And lastly, I was notified via email yesterday afternoon that Caleb Norette, who is our MBK fellow representing the district at our upcoming symposium in May, he was invited to go through his AI debate in front of, it'll be an audience of nearly, probably close to 1,000 participants from throughout the state. So I'm really excited to see his name being recognized as, continue to demonstrate leadership and have opportunities to showcase his skill set. That being said, I see that there's a agenda item to approve their travel. I noticed the email did add an additional dress rehearsal day for him now, so we'll have to bring that back to the board to add an additional travel day.
Maybe you can adjust it.
I'm good with that if you are, but I wanted to bring that up because I was just reviewing the email, and he now needs to be there a night early for a mandatory dress rehearsal.
All right, thank you very much. Assistant Superintendent Personnel Curriculum and Instruction, Scott Prokosh.
Good evening. Last week I had the honor of attending the Seal of Biliteracy presentations. For our students to earn a Seal of Biliteracy, there is a multitude of criterion that students must meet. One of them, and probably the biggest one, is that they must do a presentation to earn or be considered for the Seal of Biliteracy. Students must present a presentation that is in a language other than English, of which they must do a research project. They must present the information in visual format in that language. They must speak solely in that language, and they must also answer questions that are asked of them in that language and answer in that language. Just want to give credit to the students that participated. It's a tough ask of them, and they rose to the occasion. We had 6 students that participated that met the criteria for this round, and we will have students at a next board meeting who will be noted for meeting the entire rubric for earning their actual Seal of Biliteracy for graduation purposes. So congratulations to them. Also, on a personnel matter, for our viewers, just to be aware of our open positions, we currently have a part-time cafeteria monitor position, we have 2 part-time security positions, and we have just posted or anticipated for next school year for a library media specialist. For anyone that is interested in applying for any positions, you can email humanresources@ecs.k12.ny.us.
Thank you. We'll move on to resolutions for this evening. Personnel Resolution 7.1, resignation. Upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, be resolved the resignation of Maria Angelise Onis Nazari foreign language teacher, be accepted for the purpose of retirement effective July 1st, 2026 with regret.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 7.2, substitute personnel. Upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be resolved the following substitute personnel be appointed for the 25-26 school year. Such appointments are contingent upon the district's... It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 7.3, appointment of hearing officer. Upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be it resolved that Andrea Marati be appointed as a 3214 hearing officer for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 7.4, June Regents Review. Upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be it resolved
Move the
that the list has been moved. Seconded. Discussion? John?
The total number of hours I know is the number of hours per week, but how many weeks does that, or sessions, how long does that run?
Kelly?
The session runs, I'd have to get back to you with the dates. I don't have that.
It said 55 per work hour, not to exceed 2 hours per week. I just want to, it can't be more than a few weeks that we go prior to the region.
No, I have about 8 weeks for exams.
All right. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 7.5, separation agreement and release. Resolved that upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, separation agreement and release between the district and employee number 2005 is
So
hereby,
moved.
it has been moved. Seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Mr. John? 7.6, terms and conditions of employment. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, be resolved the resignation of Justine Avery from her account clerk typist position be accepted for the purpose of accepting the position of confidential secretary to the superintendent effective April 28, 2026 at the contractual rate of $75,000 prorated. Be it further resolved that the board approves the terms and conditions of employment for Justine Avery.
Second.
Seconded. Discussion. John?
Mr. President Patrician and Superintendent Wiles, I apologize, but I cannot vote in favor of this motion. This position was not advertised either internally, which would have given all our qualified current employees an opportunity to apply. It was not advertised for the public to apply, which could have possibly presented us with several outstanding candidates, and there were no interviews held. So I'm going to vote in the negative. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? John? Move on to, motion carries. Move on to 7.7, resignation. Upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be resolved the resignation of Heather Heidelberg as assistant principal be accepted effective June 30th,
So moved.
2026. Been moved. Second. Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 8.1, tabled resolutions. Award. Resolved that the William S. Friedman, M.D., Clarkson University Acceptance Award in the amount of $5,000 be established pursuant to the terms and criteria designated by the donor. This was a table resolution brought back to the table. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Been moved? Second. Discussion.
Mr. President, what have the changes been to the conditions?
So I would ask that we hold off on this till the next meeting, sorry about that, so that I can present you both options. It's a two-priority scholarship, but we need a little bit more clarification. One is that if there is a student going to Clarkson University, it would be awarded to them. If there's no student going to Clarkson, it would be awarded to another student. We just need some clarification on whether or not it's a multi-year scholarship and what happens in the second and third year out.
Thank you, Madam Superintendent.
We'll have
Mr.
it. We'll
President-
have it for you at the next meeting for sure.
Mr. President, motion to table.
We tabled it. We tabled it. It was brought back to the table. I do not believe that we can table it a second time under, I would have to get a clarification.
Or just take it off and I'll put a new one on, if you can't, I don't know.
I'd like to withdraw my motion. Consider that.
The motion's been withdrawn. Is the second good with that?
I don't know who the second was.
Was it me? No.
It was you.
Yes, I'm good with that.
Okay. Motion will not be voted on. Motion stays, and you'll have to
Bring it at the next
you'll have to
meeting.
redo and see if you can bring it back.
Yeah, I will bring it back.
8.2 press box alternative grandstands.
So moved.
It's been moved. Second. Discussion?
Is this off of the discussion at the construction committee to increase the perimeter of that? I remember we talked about that.
This, I'm going to defer to Sue, but this was about insulation that was bid as an alternative.
Right, so this is after the GT Grandstand documents were submitted to SED, and during the design review process, SED determined that we needed additional insulation in the press box, and that it wasn't optional as we had assumed. The alternate of increase in the insulation is required to meet the 2020 New York State Energy Conservation Code, and that it was proposed as an alternate from GT Grandstand. It just wasn't included in their bid. It was an alternate.
So you went up and closing that top section that we just had the canopy over to the sides? Remember way up high was the filming section, but there were no walls or anything?
I think we did say there were going to be walls, but let's just clarify that with,
I'll find out.
we'll find out.
This requirement from SED, we have to do that.
I'm not sure if it's on that top piece or it's in the bottom piece of the press box, but we'll get that
It's
information.
wide open, it's obvious to say there's no insulation
Right,
on top.
right,
so-
right. Let's find out.
Okay.
All right. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Budget resolutions, 9.1, upon the recommendation of superintendent of schools, be resolved the Board of Cooperative Educational Administration budget.
Motion move 9-1 through 9-5.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Under education resolutions for this evening,
Move 10-1 to 10-4.
I would like to, we'll get a presentation on this curriculum.
Yes.
Okay. There's been a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Excuse me?
Did we take 10-3 out, is that what you were saying?
I was asking if we're going to take it out, but they're going to give us a presentation at the next meeting.
But this says adoption.
Yeah, it does say adoption. I wanted to remove it and have it tabled.
Okay, so I'd like to amend my motion to put to the floor 10-1, 10-2, and 10-4, and to table 10-3.
First, we take the first motion. The motion to approve 10-1, 10-2, and 10-4.
Second.
Second is discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. 10.3, motion to table 10.3.
Second.
Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Under 11.1, construction, resolve the invoice for construction management service in the amount of $41,000.
So
It's been moved. Second. Discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Under other,
So,
somebody
Mr.
want to move
President, I'm
those?
sorry, before we move on from construction, would it be possible to request the appropriate number of hard hats from our construction manager for the board? And also, what would it take to cycle through construction progress photos online?
So actually, it's funny that you asked. Sue and I just had this discussion. She has updated photos of what the field looks like. It is,
Spectacular.
the track is up. The
Yeah.
whole football field has been tilled. So she has pictures that were shared with her. She's working with BOCES tomorrow to have a link where we can keep filtering up updates and pictures. So we're well on our way with that.
Great.
And we can also include some pictures with the PA system and the. and
All
that.
of the progress, yeah.
Mhm, yes.
And hard hats, yeah. For the entire board, yeah. Mr. President, I'd like to propose periodic tours of the construction whenever the board is available.
We'll move, we'll wait for the end of the meeting when I ask for
Okay.
the next.
I can wait.
Okay. Under 12, under other, somebody move 12-1 to
Motion to move
12-7?
to 12-1 through 12-7.
Well, we got to change 12-7, yeah.
Excuse me, we're going to take 12-1 to 12-6 first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? No one. Motion carries. Under 12-7, we had to modify. Motion to modify 12-7 to include changing the dates from May 20th and to May 19th.
So moved.
Second.
It's been changed and seconded. All those in favor? Opposed? No one? Motion carries. All right, mark your calendars. Next meeting, May 12th, 2026, regular board meeting. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? No one? We're adjourned.
Are you going to ask us what we want on the next agenda?
I'm sorry. They had me rushing. It's over now. Call us per that contract. Call the superintendent if you want anything.
They don't,
Call her.
we just won't use it.
Sorry, I missed that one.